Have you ever stood beneath the absolute silence of a night sky, feeling incredibly small under the weight of billions of glowing stars, and let your mind drift toward a mind-bending question? Imagine if our entire reality, from the most massive galaxy clusters to the tiniest subatomic particles, was born from a single cosmic expansion, a colossal event we call the Big Bang. If that is true, then what exactly is hiding in the dark on the other side of that fiery genesis? Let's rewind the clock to the moment before time even existed. You are floating in an absolute void. No space, no time, just pure nothingness. Suddenly, boom, a singularity erupts. Blinding light tears through the eternal dark, unleashing an unimaginable ocean of matter and energy, pushing back the void to set the stage for life itself. But let's hit pause on this magnificent frame for a second. Let's turn the camera of our imagination 180 degrees and look in the exact opposite direction, right through the heart of that fiery explosion. Looking past the boundary where the first light was born, what is waiting for us over there? Is it a parallel universe with completely alien laws of physics? A mirror world where time flows backward? Or is it just a cold, meaningless void that's completely beyond human comprehension? Welcome to a journey into the deepest mysteries of space. Today, we are tackling the ultimate cosmic question: what exactly lies on the other side of the Big Bang? Even begin searching for the other side, we first have to shatter a massive optical illusion that our brains have been falling for decades. When you hear the words Big Bang, your brain probably pictures a giant cosmic bomb going off inside a pre-existing empty dark room with galaxies acting like shrapnel flying out from a center point, right? Scrap that image immediately. The truth about the dawn of the universe is much more magnificent and much harder to wrap your head around. The Big Bang didn't happen inside of space. There wasn't some giant empty box waiting to be filled. Picture the mass of trillions of galaxies, the vast oceans of space between them, and even the very concept of time itself, all crushed down into a singularity so infinitely small, hot, and dense that every law of physics we know completely breaks down. And then, the grand event begins. Matter didn't explode out into space. Rather, the fabric of space itself began stretching out in every direction all at once. To picture this, imagine our reality as the surface of a giant balloon being blown up. The galaxies are little dots drawn on the rubber. As the balloon inflates, the surface, space itself, stretches out, pulling the dots further apart. And here's the mind-bending part. On the surface of that balloon, there is no center dot, and there is no edge. No matter where you stand in our expanding universe, everything else looks like it's flying away from you. So, if the Big Bang wasn't a firecracker inside a box, but rather the box itself expanding infinitely, then if we somehow tried to look past the limits of this stretching reality, what is waiting for us? To answer that, we have to step into the realm of high-level theoretical physics, where the brightest minds on Earth try to look further than any telescope ever could. They build complex mathematical models to predict what lies beyond the reach of light. The first theory offers a chillingly symmetrical view. Imagine that the Big Bang didn't just create our universe, but acted as a giant cosmic mirror. If we are on this side, where matter dominates and time marches forward, then on the other side of the mirror, an anti-universe might exist. In that bizarre, magnificent parallel world, everything is made of antimatter, and even crazier, time there might flow in reverse, from the future back to the past. Dead stars would absorb light to be reborn, and life would begin at the grave and end in the womb. But if that doesn't make your head spin, let's talk about eternal inflation and the multiverse. Picture a boundless ocean of quantum energy boiling endlessly, a cosmic soup with no beginning and no end. The monumental Big Bang that we view as the ultimate beginning might actually just be a tiny single bubble that popped into existence on the surface of that massive ocean. From this perspective, the thing on the other side of our universe isn't nothingness. It's billions, maybe trillions, of other cosmic bubbles. Each bubble is its own distinct reality, with completely different laws of physics, drifting and colliding in a never-ending cosmic bubble bath. Humanity, with all our pride, suddenly realizes we are just tiny residents trapped inside a single soap bubble of light, floating in a vast multiverse ocean. However, just as we get lost in these grand dreams of parallel worlds, the universe slaps us with a harsh reality check. A hard limit was hard-coded into the very fabric of reality to stop any civilization from looking too far: the speed of light. You might think that given enough time and technology, we could build a machine to see past the edge of the Big Bang. But that is pure human hubris. The universe has set up an ultimate firewall to lock away our vision. When the gaze of our most advanced telescopes reaches the furthest limits of space, they don't see into other universes. Instead, they slam right into a thick, glowing, opaque wall of fog, the cosmic microwave background. This is the cosmic afterglow, the final echo of the Big Bang. It is the absolute wall of our reality. Even if there are countless wonders on the other side of that fog, the light from them will never, ever reach our eyes. And the tragedy of our cosmic isolation gets worse. Space out there isn't just sitting still blocking our view. It is being stretched apart at terrifying speeds by a mysterious force called dark energy. Galaxies at the edge of our observable universe are being pushed away from us faster than the speed of light. Imagine those distant worlds crossing the cosmic event horizon, their light fading away before blinking out of our night sky forever. The universe is actively erasing the evidence of its own vastness. We aren't kings looking down from a mountaintop. We are prisoners in solitary confinement on a shrinking island of light, drifting aimlessly in a dark ocean that gets bigger and colder by the second. Trillions upon trillions of years from now, as the cosmic clock winds down to its final chapters, everything will end in absolute silence. The most magnificent galaxies will burn through their very last drop of fuel. Giant stars will collapse, fade, and sink into the dark. The grand universe we spend so much time arguing about, wondering what's on the other side, will ultimately become an endless, freezing graveyard. Temperatures will drop to near absolute zero, and entropy will reach its peak. All the leftovers of proud, stargazing civilizations will be crushed down into cold quantum dust, wandering the void forever. So, what is the deep philosophical takeaway from all this cosmic beauty and cruelty? It's humility. Don't drive yourself crazy wondering if there's a backward-living version of you on the other side of the Big Bang, or trying to count how many multiverse bubbles are out there. The harsh truth is that we are permanently locked inside our own little bubble of the present. The massive, indifferent universe out there doesn't care about humanity's existential dread. So, instead of despairing over the impenetrable firewall of the Big Bang, maybe we should turn our gaze back home and appreciate the one fragile pale blue dot we call Earth. We need to protect this tiny island of life and not let it be destroyed by our own foolishness, at least before the universe gets the chance to do it for us. If you are still here, existing in this specific moment in time, continue this journey of discovery with us. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next great mystery of the cosmos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time, before our entire reality fades into eternal darkness.